Hello everybody, this is Chuck and thank you for stopping by my channel. This video today will be about my bead blaster, glass bead blaster. I thought we'd start right here. As you can see behind me is my air compressor. It's a Speed Air, 7.5 horse, and the reason I purchased that unit was the glass beater that I'll show you, oh boy, I got it 20 years ago, somewhere about there. Paid $200 for it, and I had a small air compressor, and just always sat there and waited for the compressor to catch up. Well, this guy, I bought him for $800 some years back, and it's 29 CFM, free CFM. So this unit will actually kick off while the blast cabinet is in operation and actually make enough air and shut back off and run off the tank. It's quite an impressive compressor. I think I've shown it in the past, but down below there's a solenoid switch. So all I have to do is over on the wall throw what's basically a light switch that has an idiot light also, so I can tell when the compressor's on. That opens up the valve for the whole air system in the shop. So that works out pretty sweet. But let's take a walk out to the bead blaster. I've done a bunch of improvements on it. Really happy with the improvements that I've done. I've got a new improvement that I haven't even tried. So let me pick up the camera and we'll take a walk here. So first things, as I mentioned, there's the air compressor. I'm going to click it on. The air system just energized. The compressor has pressure in it. Over here at my mill, you can see the needles are up. We got air pressure. Say goodbye, my good buddy there, Howard. Howie, let's say hello to everybody. So, as you can see, there's a extension cable coming out of the ceiling that hangs over here. That drops outside, and my blast cabinet is outside. Got to go back in time for a second. Years ago, hang with me guys, this is my machine room back here. So years ago, all the way back over here, where the surface table is, the granite block there, that's where the glass beater was located, back in here with the machines. And I was back there one night, glass beading away, and just going at it, and I finally looked up, and inside this room it looked like fog. It looked like fog, and I said, what the hell? So hence the machine is now outside, as I never want to experience that again. Why was there fog in the shop? Well, this unit has a vacuum on it, and that hose popped out of the side of the cabinet, and I hadn't noticed it. So I was just blowing glass beads everywhere. Not a good situation. So, upgrades. Years ago, I put the unit on casters, which was definitely an upgrade. Did that years ago. Also, made a bracket to hang the vacuum on the side of the frame itself, so I didn't have to deal with moving it. That was an upgrade years ago. A recent upgrade, though, is adding a filter and a pressure regulator. I've always been running, my shop runs at about 125 psi, and I was always blasting at 125 psi. And you can see right now I've got it set at 70, and we'll play with that real quick. So that's an upgrade. And then another upgrade is a foot pedal. I was really tired of hanging on to the gun inside. I had picked up this foot pedal some time back, and so now it's simply a step on it, and we've got air. Loving that. Okay, another upgrade that I did, besides putting my sticker in there, is I installed 2 LED lights. Well, I think I might have invented something. That Charlie's pretty smart. So I'm glass beading here and having a hard time seeing. So I added a flashlight to my gun. Did I just invent something? That Charlie's pretty smart. Putting a flashlight into my gun allows me to see where I'm shooting and all the dust and the minimal light because of the backdrop. Fixtures. Great difference. I used to have a construction lamp hanging in here. That was an upgrade that I had, just hung it back there on the vent hole. This unit had, you can see the black plate here. Well, it had a housing that had a fluorescent light in it, a 12-inch fluorescent light. Just a quick voiceover here. This was the plate that I installed after I removed the housing. This is a tool that Randy Richards showed, and I had, of course, go buy them, where you can locate a blind hole. The bottom peg goes into the cabinet hole, the top aligns it up. You can see the drill mark right there. Pull the tool out and drill it through and put the screw in. Works fantastic. You hit the button and turn on. So now, hit the button, lights come on, vacuum comes on, and it's ready to go. Why that vacuum makes that noise, I don't know. It never used to, and it started doing it. So let's talk about this that you can probably see. So the way I protect my lens is on the inside. Let's see if this shows up or not. I just put saran wrap, regular sandwich wrap over the plastic lens, and that seems to work fine. I do need to spend some more time back on my weather stripping on it, but that's something I'll do here in the future. Let's see. So with the foot pedal now, I basically have the gun handle just taped wide open. So no more sitting there squeezing away on the gun. Okay, and we'll come over here, and this is another upgrade that I've added, which I have not tested yet. And we'll do it here. So it's a Scotch Shaker is what it's called, and it's got a high, medium, and low. Right now it's off, so if I flip the switch back on, let's see. I can do this quietly. Unplug the vacuum. Unplug the vacuum. Lights are back on inside. You can see how bright it is in there. It's just fantastic. And we'll come over to the shaker. So, we will have to give this a try. So, a lot of so's there, huh? Let me plug the vacuum back in and put the glass bead in the unit. Now you can see I've got 2 plastic containers here that I keep the glass bead in there to keep the moisture out of them, even though they're stored inside in the shop. I used to get lazy and leave the glass beads in the hopper, and the moisture just picks up into the glass beads. So it's a quick dump, and it's ready to go. So let me do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've emptied the glass bead down in there. I don't know if you can see or not. Let's see. I can't see. Maybe you can see. It's down in there. It's up high on the side there. So let's one-hand it here, and I'll check out the video later, see if we can see it. We'll hit it with the vibrator. Yeah, baby. So you could, hopefully you could see it, but boy, it was really mixing that bottom up. You can actually see just looking at it now, the finer material has gone to the bottom and the more coarse material is laying up on top. All right, let's see if we can do a little glass beading. Hang on here. Okay, I'm going to attempt to do this one-handed. So air is on. I don't have the vacuum on right now, and we'll see what we get. Hopefully you guys are seeing something there. Now running it with reduced air pressure has really reduce the amount of fog within the cabinet. Still operates very well. And I'm getting good feed on the glass. Let's, for the fun of it, we will turn everything on, make some noise. Bear with me here. Goodbye yet. Well, what do you think, Howard? I think it was a success. I'm really happy. This is just a marked improvement. This is just a marked improvement to my cabinet. The fact that I'm not going to be kicking. I used to come out and kick the bottom of the hopper or bring the dead blow over and give it a tap every now and then. But I don't think I'll need to do that anymore with the shaker. I don't think I have to run the shaker full time. You can just reach over with one hand and click it on and give it a little jolt whenever it needs it. But anyway, I thought I would share my upgrades on it. I'm really, really happy with the unit. And to show you that I do have a very heavy-duty cover that sits over the whole unit, so it is protected by the weather, the vacuum, everything. Airline comes out of my shop right there. I pre-plumbed that years ago just as a drain, but it worked right out for the unit to sit here. Okay, in closing, I don't know what media that is in there. It was too long ago that I purchased it. If I recall, watching my good friend Ray's Garage, Ray Cornelia, where he had done a upgrade on a Harbor Freight unit, I think he suggested the media that he had numerous medias that he was running, but one of the medias I did copy or purchase what he suggested. Okay, hey, thanks for stopping by my channel. Appreciate your time always. I hope you enjoyed, and there'll be more. And you know, of course, likes, hit the up button and all that hoo-ha. Okay, subscribe. Okay, can't remember all that. Take care, guys. Okay, if you made it this far, teaser video coming up on the anvil and the forge.